Hey guys, crew, blow my back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And we're back with the next episode of Supergirl.
Supergirl!
Last time on Supergirl, we had
depression.
What? We had some Lex Manor stuff. We had protection.
The fight between Kara and Lena.
We had protection of Ruby. We had
people losing their memory.
We had Mon-El staying to help to fight Rain.
Depression.
And a bunch of fun stuff like that. Right now, Rain is contained at Lena's place, and Supergirl now knows that Lena can make kryptonite.
Yeah.
Which was
for the best.
The subject of our poll, because there was a big argument about Lena and Kara and who was what and where. Which side are you on? 33% said Lena. No, 33% said Kara. I knew I'd get Melanie with that. And 66% said Lena.
Okay, we are on the devil's side.
I love how you were like... It was great. Never works for Eric. I'm like, I got you. He's like, you lied to me. Nathan says Kara because Kara's sister is Alex, and Alex had sex with Sarah, and Sarah turned into Biba. Damn it, Nathan.
Nathan, oh my god. He got you with sex, huh? It's like all those S's in one sentence. Biba.
All right, let me find someone who actually gave me information. The big nerd says Lena has never done anything but help the DEO and Supergirl in the past, but all of a sudden she's untrustworthy because she has kryptonite, even though there have been multiple instances of evil Kryptonians attacking Earth. Lena, all the way.
Yes, Team Lena. Woo!
Joey says Kara is completely justified to be upset at Lena, making the only thing that can harm her. As far as I know, kryptonite serves no other purpose besides harming Kryptonians. So Lena's argument of banning fire or vehicles doesn't make much sense because harming humans isn't the main purpose of those things.
Valid argument.
Kronos says there should have been a neither option. Well, there wasn't. Sometimes you just have to pick a side. Jack says, I side with Lena completely. Her well-rounded thinking made a lot of sense. This episode, knowing how Supergirl would react when she told her about kryptonite, and made me think a lot when she said that Supergirl has a god complex.
Yes.
Ryan says, I'm kind of on the they are both wrong camp. Yes, Kara has a point about kryptonite, but so does Lena in the end. And in the end, kryptonite ended up helping stop Rain for now. But at the same time, Kara violated Lena's trust by having Jimmy break into her lab, and Lena violated Kara's trust by making the only thing that can kill her without her knowledge. So in the end, blame should go all around. I'm on no one's side.
Fair enough.
Sometimes you should pick a side. It just has to happen every once in a while.
So who did you vote for?
Steven says, I'm always on the side of the hero. But yeah, okay.
Who's the hero in that situation?
Henry says, after Brainwash Superman, Red Kryptonite, Supergirl, Nazi version Supergirl, Fort Ross Kryptonians, yeah, me thinks humanity as a whole would like something to protect them against should Kara go rogue or nuts. Kara doesn't get to decide how humans defend themselves. Matt says, I agree with Kara because Lena should have had the trust to make it with Kara's permission. Plus, if it hurt the way Kara described, I do not blame her. Aaron, it is like having a bunch of needles moving around in your skin. Alright, well, we're done reading stuff. Guys, that's it. People said lots of things. It seemed more heavily sided towards Lena, which I can understand that. But also, I felt like Kara has some good points as well. So let's see what happens. Maybe they make up and kiss and do whatever it is. Don't lie, you'd like it.
Yeah.
Not Supergirl. She has a problem with Supergirl. Supergirl can't tell her that she can actually trust me because I'm her best friend Kara, but Kara can't tell her why Supergirl took it so personally that she was using kryptonite behind her back because Lena doesn't actually know that I'm Supergirl.
You know, what you said is really confusing, right?
You should have had my back.
Yep.
Look,
Can I help you? This is a meeting. You can't. Oh, are you James Olsen?
It's okay. Yeah, can I help
She took the book from Rob.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Called him Rob.
Supergirl, I think his followers are using it to make a bomb.
Another one? Son of a god. I knew it was gonna be.
Let's
take a break from Rain. I knew it.
I was a teacher.
Oh, someone got blasted.
What? Dust. Like it's like a nuke.
And the bracelet survived.
Really bright light.
What the crap? Please have your shield in your arm.
You okay?
Sleeve, whatever.
Hope he has a suit in there.
How would he have a suit in there?
I'm good.
I hate whenever you're right. Does not matter.
Oh, that's gonna matter. That's gonna matter. Oh, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. That rocket just made fire. It didn't actually make any damage. It's a bad rocket.
It's not the nuclear bomb.
Oh, that's cool. I like that gadget. James! Dude, his helmet fell off.
Okay, but he's okay.
Don't move! Don't move!
He's protecting me.
Down on your knees!
No, it's not him. It's them.
Son of a gun.
We have a mission to complete. And I am not about to let any tension between you and I get in the way of that. Are you?
Of course not.
This is killing her. Look at that.
I just hope,
They also know I would never enter into a friendship with anyone who's already breached that trust.
Oh,
understood.
Oh,
how did you make it volume turn down?
I don't know.
Damn it, there's no way she can say
Where's the arcade?
We did find evidence that they were trying to build the bomb you told James and Cara Danvers about. But they failed.
But then like me and James. That you told us about.
We think someone might have died there.
Uh-oh. She knows who it is.
Yeah.
Who?
Give us Tanya and the journal, or the world will see your true face.
Did they clip it?
What?
It is on National City. I'm Guardian.
Crap. Just let it
You
out.
must deliver Tanya and the journal to the corner of Pacific and First at 5 p.m.
It's a sacrifice you're making to protect her.
That's good advice,
Hey,
Monel.
guys.
I love Monel.
We found something.
Good.
I just finished
So much
analyzing
better
that
this
residue
season.
that you found. What killed the girl wasn't a bomb at all.
I've seen this before.
How do you remember molecular structures?
Here,
Like that.
the Rock of Utica. It says he found a statue of her in Addis Ababa made of Kryptonian stone.
We could turn Rain back into Sam permanently.
We could cure
That's
her.
neat.
Okay. So they were
like
trying to make a world killer and she blew up.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha, her friend. And
James, what happened? Was there another attack at Catco?
You know how old I was the first time cops put cuffs on me? 7.
What?
I was 7 years old. My family and I were taking a vacation. We were staying at this nice hotel, and racism is the oldest form of bullying.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
But when I became Guardian, I put that mask on. It was strangely liberating. But it was the first time in my life that I had the opportunity to be judged on my actions and my heart.
What is the purpose of football?
I can show you.
Oh, the little soccer team.
Oh no. Where'd he go? They're
Where did they
missing.
go?
My little man, it is.
You scored a
My
goal.
little man.
I love the football.
I love that. I love his voice.
Awesome. This is for Mike, right? Oh.
Sorry. I'm pretty sure this is my lift.
Kind of in the middle of something, guy.
We lost comms too.
Why didn't you do Supergirl just chilling in the air, flying around, and watching?
Tanya girl.
Just one question. Do you by chance know where I can find the Rock of Utica?
Dude, how do you switch into that side? Wait.
No?
No?
Monel's good. I
I
like
like this. I like this.
it. You like what?
Oh, shut up, Aaron.
What is it?
Kryptonian sunstone. Monel found a frequency I can hear. Let's go.
Okay. Safety first.
New helmet.
Yeah.
The power of Utica.
What? No.
Already?
Too late. Hey, he's gonna fight all these random people. I like how annoyed he is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with the shield.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, she can't control him. Too late. It's already bonding with her DNA. Chop off my arm! Chop it off!
No, 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 no.
Oh, she's just hitting the rock.
Oh,
I thought she was going to chop the arm off.
that's a 2.
The Utica seems to have some kind of effect on Supergirl, but I can handle it fine.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
She's breaking out of it.
Because I don't want to keep secrets.
Telling her might make you feel better, but I think it would be selfish.
Yeah, I know.
Verbatim to earlier.
You grew older in the future, but you also grew wiser.
He knew. That's why he said it. Oh, man. I love
You're
it.
doing the right thing.
You okay, buddy? Actually, I've never been better.
Because he just disappeared.
So, that episode was interesting.
Yeah, you said it was supposed to be off story, Aaron.
It was, kind of.
I think it hit a lot of story.
I guess. It was kind of a mix. It wasn't about rain, but it was about rain. So they did a good job with it. I thought, because sometimes they seem to just have like, you know, sometimes it feels like to fill their whole season, 22, 23 episodes, they'll have like, here's 3 about the story that we really want to tell.
Yeah.
And here's one that's kind of like tossed in.
Monster of the week.
Here's one kind of tossed in, yeah, exactly. And then back to what we were going to do. But this one kind of flowed into it okay.
Yeah, I
and we
liked
had
it.
more Guardian action.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Although that helmet fell off so easily.
Split right down the center. I was scared. I'm not
All the
gonna
way
lie.
around, it broke. And then he didn't get hurt at all.
No, thank goodness. But
And
I was scared.
I guess it shot like here. And that's why his head hurt? I don't know.
I don't know. They shot him point blank.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, because he's one of those characters, like you've said before, that they could get along with without having him around. He could die. There'd be no repercussions to the DC universe.
That's not what I said. But you don't need him in this story usually. I mean, that's why. I mean, how long has it been since he's been around?
I know. Too long. Too
Exactly.
long.
Like you could just tell those stories the same way. I feel like half the times you don't even see James at Catco doing anything. You know what I mean?
That's true too.
They had. I love the conversation about like Rain's DNA being close to plants, like very similar to plants. And then Kara was like, it goes with the Kryptonians and how we're able to harness the sun's energy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, that's interesting, a little way of
Like
putting it in there.
photosynthesis and
Yeah.
I like that. I really like the reflective force field that they have.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's not that. I guess it's not that they can't see through it. Is that if they try, it hurts them.
Which I don't really like Kara getting all like feeling like P-Bug was smacked, you know, like
Huh?
Lena, like
Feeling like what?
just like she felt so defeated after, like she looked through it and she felt defeated and she's like, Lena, you told me that if you created something that was going to hurt me, you would let me know.
Yeah. Say P-Bug?
Yeah.
Why'd you say P-Bug? Her P-Bug was smacked?
Yes.
Okay. Her pee-pee. Yeah, I mean, she's scared about things that are made to be a Kryptonian fighting thing, which, I mean, I understand that. If you have things that are only for killing a person, what's the point of having it? But what are the other uses they could have for it? Which is what Lena's trying to find, especially against other Kryptonians. But I get it. There was a thing in the very beginning, towards the beginning in James's office, right? When he walks around, where it says the new Cold War and stuff, which seemed interesting. I couldn't quite read all of it and what it says back there, but I was just wondering if there was something else back there giving any kind of. There's a big glare, which makes it hard to see exactly what's there. But there was something about the new Cold War, and I was just like, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder what that's about.
Huh.
There's lots of news things back behind James in his office and stuff. It was about 3 minutes or so in, I think is what it says. It says, yeah, about 3 minutes. But I don't know exactly what it is, but I just kind of wrote down Cold War news. Like, seemed weird. Actually, I wrote down Claude, because I can't spell cold. But I knew what I meant.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, they always have stuff. No. Oh. They always have stuff behind them. Like, even back whenever Cat Grant was in there.
Yeah, I just...
Secret stuff.
Trying to see if there's something there hidden or anything like that. Like, Arrow had an episode recently, and the name of the episode was, like, Docket 11, 19, 67, something like that, right? And it was all talking about, like, the first comic book release issue that had Arrow in it. And I was like, well, that's kind of neat, but... Marvel, I know, does it a lot with, like, continuity between, like, the movies or the TV shows, stuff like that. They'll have some news articles or something on the bottom of a newscast that is related to maybe Daredevil when it's in S.H.I.E.L.D. or, you know, something along those lines.
Yeah.
So.
I liked how, I forget who said it, but it was brought back up to Kara's attention that if Lena were to find out what Lillian had said, if Lena were to find out, she'd never trust you again about Kara's secret identity. And I like how we're going back, way back, to whenever Lillian said that.
You mean last season?
I think it was the beginning of this season.
Beginning of this season? Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I get what she means, but it kind of gives you the idea of, like, well, there's no way she could tell her. Which is why I thought what they were going to do with James was, he was going to say about wanting to reveal his secret, and I thought that maybe we could have Lena argue slightly against it to kind of give this, like, I understand having a secret identity and not wanting to give it out as a precaution. The less people that know a secret, the more likely it's going to be kept.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's Gibbs who says, if you want to keep a secret, Gibbs was in NCIS, by the way. If you want to keep a secret, tell nobody. If you must, tell one other person, and then there is no better way. Like, after you tell one person, that's it. Like,
you get your one tell.
Yeah, you get one person you can tell, and then you can't have the secret anymore. Because once you tell another person, like, you're not gonna have the secret.
As long as your one tell is not Lily from How I Met Your Mother. But yeah, going back to whenever James was talking about whether he should reveal himself or not, and they went into that huge story. Like,
I did not expect it to go into, like, a racism kind of talk. I thought it was going to go into more of a secret identity talk.
I figured it, yes, but then whenever he started talking, like, after Lena said, I support you, and then he's just, you know, was like, well, thanks, but this is how it's going to roll. I was like, okay, so we're going back to where the police were about ready to shoot him because
he was the black guy
yeah.
against the white people.
So I mean, I bawled. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't talk at all. It hit me pretty hard, but
it was a good story. It was delivered well too. Like, James crying, like, added a lot to it, and it was a good heartfelt moment.
I just don't like that he didn't go through with it.
I think it's fine that he didn't go through with it.
I know.
It needs to be at his own time.
Yeah.
It needs to be maybe delivered differently. He needs to be able to think about how he wants to do it. And maybe there's going to be a better time to do it than right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But like I was saying, I was upset that he didn't go through with it, but they addressed it later on about how he will do it anyway because other people need to see that people like him can be powerful, can hold station, can save people, be heroes. So I like that. I liked his storyline a lot. Like you said, we haven't gotten much of James except for the James Lena stuff. So I've really liked this. This episode has been James' episode, and I love it. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you just keep talking about more things that you love. Mon-El.
I actually liked Mon-El in this episode. There was not like relationship tension. I don't like the relationship tension at all. Like, that drives me nuts.
There's been no relationship tension.
Kara, I need you back in my life.
You never
but
said
I can't
that.
have you because
He's never
I'm
said
married.
that.
I know,
He's let
it's
it
that.
go,
It's that tension.
I feel like Mon-El this season has been as far as character-wise, been a good character. Sure, maybe he has some thoughts in his head about Kara, but he also put them aside because he's currently married. And then it was his current wife who knows that he was taken away from her. You know, all this stuff that happened that wasn't, necessarily his choice by choice. And then now we have him here, and he still is like, it would be for my benefit to tell her. I'm not going to tell her.
I mean, yes, but if there wasn't that tension that I'm complaining about, then Emra would have never noticed this. So obviously and evidently there was that tension.
Well, good.
But I do like that he is being respectful of Emra and taking care of that situation and isn't straight out, like being, a man and just trying to hit on Kara and just go sleep with her, So I like that he's being respectful and that this tension is finally starting to settle. Like, I don't like tension. You all know I don't like tension. I hate tension. And it's just been tension. But no, I really liked him in this episode. He was hilarious. They even wrote down, I liked the captive Mon-El.
Yeah.
Just come in. Oh, man, you guys got me so scared.
Yeah, it was slightly humorous. I want to see more of that to see how well he pulls off consistently, if it is consistent at all, but how well he can pull off that alter ego. Because he doesn't need it, because he never does it, because he just does himself at the DEO, and that's all he really does,
Yeah. He's not a bartender or anything anymore.
Yeah, but I want to see his alter ego kind of thing. He had the glasses on. He had, like, kind of a owie. Like, he had stuff like that, and I'm like, he may be able to pull off, depending on his demeanor and what else he does, a better kind of transformation than what Kara usually
Christopher Reeve's transformation.
Maybe closer to that. I don't know.
I was thinking about it more in this episode with Kara and her presentation of being Kara versus Supergirl. I think for a lot of the season, we haven't seen her around general people. We've seen her around like James or other people like that to where she doesn't need to be nerdy, that she can still act like Supergirl even though in Kara clothes.
Yeah.
So
I agree as well.
I don't think she's had much of an opportunity to prove herself as...
I mean, yeah, but past seasons she hasn't... I don't feel like she's shown herself to be that different. The main thing she does is just looks down a lot.
Well, she's been clumsy. She's dropped things before. She keeps doing nerdy...
I just feel like it's not that consistent.
Well...
You know what I mean? It's a little bit all over the place.
There's just a lot of people in her real world that know her secret identity. So she doesn't have to portray that all the time.
I mean, whenever she interacts with Lena, she should be.
In the elevator last episode, she seemed pretty nerdy, like, oh, like, okay, haha, just nervous and like, sure, I love you, Lena, like a Lena fangirl. So.
Okay. I also really enjoyed Mon-El's fight. It reminded me a lot of like Luke Cage, where like he was annoyed and like
being
just
punched in the back and not moving.
No effort, and like all these random just people coming up to attack him, and he's just like holding two of their arms and getting punched, and he's just kind of like I like that. I enjoyed that. Luke Cage. That's one of the things that I enjoy about his fighting too, is that he's just kind of like he's strong and impenetrable, so he just whacks people. You know, he gets hit. He looks at them, pushes them away. They fall. They get hurt. Like it's very lazily fighting people. You know.
Yeah. In this episode, Ruby looks so much like the actress that plays Sam. I never noticed it before, but I was like, holy crap, Ruby could so totally be Sam's daughter.
And that works then, because she is. But I haven't noticed it. I haven't seen it.
Like the eyes and like her little demeanor, like the attitude that she had on the couch. I was like, wow, that was good casting. Good job.
Good.
And how can you turn down a ride on a 1962 motorcycle?
I've never ridden on a motorcycle.
Be nice. Did you see
Dirt
the
bike, I
helmet?
guess I have. Yeah, the helmet was good.
That was a cute helmet.
No, it was just a good helmet.
It was adorable.
The thing with Ruby that I really liked was the foosball stuff with John's
Lauren.
dad. Morin. Right? Morin?
I thought it was Lauren.
I don't think it's Lauren.
Anyway.
I think it's Morin. But anyway, John's dad. But yeah, whenever she was working with Morin and was talking with him, and then the foosball table and all that kind of stuff, I enjoyed them like having this like bond, this
Yeah.
little bit of conversation and stuff, which is good. I don't know. Maybe it's they've gone through similar stuff. She's going through similar things that he has. You know, losing family. She's afraid she's lost family. Kind of relating it to Jean. Will he be like his father? It's just a lot of similarities and stuff. But I really liked that. I love the dad.
Yeah.
Marin, like I love his voice. I love his like the things he says. You know, and sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's sad. But
Yeah.
I really like that actor in that. Isn't he like the voice of John Jones in the Justice League or something like that?
I think that's what we looked up.
Yeah, like so it's really cool. I like him a lot.
He does have a wretched case because, like, he has the dementia, of course.
Yeah.
But then he also has mad PTSD from horrible things in his past. So especially with him being kind of trapped in his past,
Yeah.
it's just making that PTSD even worse. So it makes you really feel for him. And I agree with you. That bond between him and Ruby just was heartwarming. I really enjoyed that.
I just don't get why they're saying Bangarang all of a sudden.
Yeah, I thought you'd say something about woohoo! 3D video games being good for their mentality. What?
No, that's good. It didn't seem to work very well there. So.
Oh, and one more thing. She's now becoming immune to kryptonite.
Yeah. It makes sense, I guess.
That her DNA can metamorphosize, so it can also become tolerant and...
Yeah, I mean, any kind of, I guess, medicine or whatever, like, tolerances can be built up.
It'd be like a desensitization.
Or poisons. Princess Diaries, when, like, the guy, whatever it was, arsenic or whatever poison it was in the stuff, where he's, like, slowly... He's like drinking. He's like, oh, I have immunity.
Well, I mean, that's what they do with like peanut allergies. Is that they keep giving you peanuts, and then like it
Eventually, you don't care.
desensitizes you. Yeah. So she basically got desensitized to kryptonite,
Well, if it
which
wasn't-
was their only crutch.
Which if it's not enough to kill them, which I don't know if I've ever seen kryptonite kill a Kryptonian, unless it's been like stabbed them.
Yeah.
But then like
just weak enough to.
I feel like
kill
it
them.
weakens them enough, and then you can stab them, and then they die. You know, so I don't know.
It's crazy.
But I'm sure that'd be something that happens with next episode. And next episode, we're going to space. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. 5
So,
light years
we
away.
may not even be on Earth, or we may see what the what's his name, Collier, whatever the guy's name that came back just now. We may see what he's doing, what his plans are for this rain and world killer stuff or something. Maybe he wants to be world killer. I
Might
don't
come
know.
back with a rock.
Maybe. Q&As.
Sure.
12 Cat says, I hope I'm not sending this too late, but did any of you notice that Ruby has on a necklace with the House of L on it, Supergirl logo? I thought it might have been something the cast and crew got, and she forgot to take it off for filming.
No, she was actually given that necklace a long time ago by Sam.
Yes.
Because Sam's like, here, I know that you really love Supergirl. I want you to have this. Which was before she was full out rain.
Yeah.
So I like that she's keeping it on.
Yep, that's where she got it. That's what I was gonna say. So it's okay. She can have it on. I think technically that was from last episode, but she also has it on in this episode. I saw it too, so wanted to bring that up. Dobby says, I really like the plotline on Mon-El's feelings. Being married by duty doesn't make it okay. Kara worked hard to move on, and I wish this would be the end of the drama in that relation, or that the marriage drama never happened. Thoughts on this plotline? I think it was really liked. I really blanked the plotline on Mon-El's feelings. Being married by duty doesn't make sense. Doesn't make it okay. So, thoughts on the plotline? Melanie kind of went into it, I guess, a little bit ago. She doesn't like tension or something. I've been good with Mon-El. I think since he's come back, he's also had more time to try to be a hero, and he's done things to be a hero. And I don't know. There's something about him, like I guess, like Jean said, like you've been wiser in your time gone.
That's
which
for sure.
I think he has. He's a better fighter. He's better at pulling off, I think, the alter ego from what we saw before.
I don't think that has much to do with a relationship, though.
No, I just mean in general. Like I've been liking Mon-El a lot.
Yeah,
as far as the Kara plotline, I think it's fine. I think that I'd said before too. I'm like, he was taken away. He didn't want to leave, so he was taken away, and then he was sent through time in some kind of weird portal, right?
Yeah.
And then he worked to become a hero, and also helped like some kind of war drama thing going on in the future by marrying Imra and like uniting, uniting two factions, So, and now he's gone back in time, and Imra did not tell him where they were going to be going, so he got just smacked,
blindsided
with this where he didn't think he was going to be, and turned out this was his mission all along. So I thought it was very. I thought it was interesting or slightly surprising that Imra was like, you should stay here. Because I thought maybe she wouldn't be for that, but she was all good with trying to give him, if you weren't forced to come here and forced to do the marriage, which it wasn't forced, he was forced to leave, but it wasn't really like forced to marriage, but he did it out of wanting to help.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm good with what's been going on so far. And I also like that he's like, I don't want to just come out and say, hey, I like you still. I can't fight my feelings. I think he's wanting to kind of see what Kara does and what she thinks and kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I love and respect how well Mon-El has grown and matured. Matured, yes. But, I mean, you still, even if you married out of duty, that's still your loyalty, Mm-hmm. Like, you cannot betray your loyalty because then that destroys your character, Yeah. So, I don't know. I agree with them. The tension has been kind of dying down, which has been good because Emra's not there anymore. So, it's like not as much tension because he doesn't have to, I don't know.
So you mean in this episode the tension's died down?
Yes. But the plot line is thinning.
Pepsi Queen says, when hiding your vigilante suit and weapons, how would you go about setting it up?
Yeah, I love that. Inside the freaking elevator. I hate that you called that.
Called it.
I hate it.
Like, oh, is Guardian suit going to be in the elevator? You're like, why would they be in the elevator? Oh. They're in the elevator. I'd probably have to put mine up high. Especially if I got to hide it from Melanie.
These are like 20-foot ceilings in here, Aaron.
Ceilings. These are 20-foot ceilings. Or at least like have the button like up here that opens this. That way, if
He'd
Melanie
put it
would
on top
find
of the refrigerator. I would never find it.
So I might have to do something like that. I used to back when I was a kid back at my parents' house. I had these shelves on my one wall, and one shelf on the very bottom never actually got nailed in. But being the bottom shelf, it was a shelf with like a little like board on it, and I could lift it up because it was never nailed in, so I could hide stuff under there. And it was a pretty decent little bit of room. I don't know if I could fit a suit unless it was folded up nicely, but I could hide under there and just it'd be like Peter Parker in at his college or his high school. Whenever in Homecoming, he like ran and like just lifted up those lockers and grabbed his stuff and lowered the lockers down. It'd be like that. I'd just go, and then jump out the window because I had windows.
I'd hide mine in the box of diapers. Aaron would never find it. We'd be good.
Yeah, they're bags right now. They're bags of diapers. They're in little plastic bags.
Inside a diaper box still. Or at least right beside it.
I heard Caramel says, one thing I was wondering is how are there no pictures or videos of Kara ripping her shirt open and exposing her symbol as Supergirl? Like, I guess that's a good point. James has one time whenever in some random warehousey place that's run down and there happens to be some kind of camera filming him.
Yeah.
But Kara does it all the time. No one's ever caught her.
Yeah, and she even stops for a second. And then goes.
Jeffrey says, so James does not need Wynn's help to play Guardian anymore?
Ooh, touche.
I don't know. Maybe he's been given all the tools that he needs that he can handle himself.
I don't know. I think whenever it was him and Wynn duo, they were in like a new atmosphere and that they wanted to duo it. And that it was helpful versus this was more of like surprise tax, you know?
I was going to say,
and there was the
what's
time...
to say he wasn't helping them in the main fight, right? Like being there, giving them any information he could, because they were all there fighting on comms, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other one, when it was like, I need to go now. There was no time to have Wynn, hey, Wynn, get here, do this, or anything. Maybe.
I don't know. With the main fight, they weren't able to get any comms through.
Why not?
That they addressed that, and then that's why Mon-El used... Are you talking about whenever he would save the Tanya or whatever?
I'm talking about whenever they were there fighting and they had
Kara
a
and
world kill.
Mon-El?
Yes.
They weren't able to get any comms through. That's why Mon-El did the White Rock, the White Sun.
Yeah, to send a message out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they said
On the
van. I thought they said the
frequency.
van was covered or something like that. But
I don't think they were able to get any through. That's why he had to do that, because only Kara could hear that.
Okay. And then Jeffrey also said, do you go to arcades?
Yes. Aaron broke his foot at an arcade.
No, I did not. Arcades, there's not very many arcades anymore, which is what's sad. My favorite things at arcades used to be like the light guns. Mm-hmm. I used to play those all the time. I always wanted to like put in enough quarters so I could hold both guns at the same time. You'd be like, but it's harder on like Time Crisis where you gotta step on that pedal to take cover and hide and everything. It's much easier on like Lethal Force or something like that where you're a cop and you're shooting stuff.
We go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, Chuck E. Cheese is probably the only like arcade kind of thing we go to now. I think there's like a...
That's like 3 hours away,
I think
though.
there's some... Yeah, they're all in Columbus. There's nothing around here anymore. There's Penn's Arcade. Yeah, there's several things up in Columbus you could go to, but nothing really local anymore. But at a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that, there's that Jumpin' Jackpot game. And the whole idea is that there's just this light that goes around this big oval, and you stand in this oval and you jump whenever it's in the red lights, and you don't want to touch the little base. So you get a jump, and it goes faster and faster. So you're jumping, and 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 jumping, and then you get the jackpot. Well, I played that game, and I got the jackpot. And then I was telling a story about how I was playing that game and got the jackpot. And in my story, I often like act out stuff or use my hands to talk and things. Like if I say typing, I'll go like that. And I hurt my foot really bad by showing how you jump. Like what I was doing with my fingers just now, I was doing that in person. And I was telling Eric, and then I fell over, and I'm like, he's like, this is a weird part of the story. And it wasn't part of the story, I just fell because I hurt my foot. And then we did Novices and Novi because I hurt my foot, and that's why I was on crutches for Novices and Novi. So the more you know.
The more you know.
We need a poll.
Aye.
That's all the Q&As we had. Guys, thank you for everyone that gets the chance to watch and enter in Q&As during this. Try to enter in any questions you might have when this already comes out. And if it's still relevant by the end of that episode, we will try to talk about them. But otherwise, do the poll, and we'll talk about stuff in the poll because we read through comments there. Mm-hmm. Poll for this week will be... All right, guys, so the poll for this week is going to be kind of a theme we had in this episode, secret identities. Do you think, like as of right now, that Kara should tell Lena that she's Supergirl? There's some thoughts, like they talked here, where it's like, well, no, that's probably not a good idea. It's more for Supergirl's benefit, not Lena's benefit. Or do you think there's a way that you could do it and maybe it would be helpful and be good and now we're all on the same page as no lies? Because obviously Guardian was not being, James wasn't telling her about Guardian for a while, so he was lying about that, and then he told her, and now they're okay. Could she maybe take it the same way? Or are they right and Lena was like, once that trust is broken and I can never have it again. It's like, well, James was lying to you about being Guardian and you seem okay with that.
But James wasn't ever lying to her.
I mean, she never said, Kara, are you Supergirl? I don't know. So, what do you think? What side do you think? Do you think she should tell or shouldn't tell?
I believe that she should not tell, that this has been foreseen for over half the season by Lillian, and that, I hate to say it, but Lillian is right, and that I don't think Lena will trust her. And yes, I believe it would be for selfish reasons.
It's good points. I don't know. I think that maybe she could tell her and maybe discuss the same reason why James wants to keep his identity secret, except for the racism part. Although it could be racism part because he's a Kryptonian. She may be treated differently, especially if everyone knew. But she was keeping it from Lena, not just to protect her, but also to protect Lena to where she couldn't be in danger.
And how on earth does she not know? I mean, she's a smart woman.
Alright guys, so there's the poll, there's the reaction, there's the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss anything coming out from Blind Wave in the future. And check out our poll and our full length and all that kind of stuff available over at Patreon or also down at our website, blindwave.net. So we'll see you guys next time. That's supposed to be Alex, but it's Black Widow.